History inspiration of Wakanda. The African nation of Wakanda is a made-up location that appears in comic books published in the United States by Marvel Comics. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe and other media adaptations, including comic books, Wakanda is depicted as the nation with the highest level of technological development on the entire globe. This is because Wakanda is home to the Black Panther. In this video, we'll talk about history inspiration of Wakanda. Location. Some sources situate Wakanda just north of Tanzania and exactly at Rwanda, while others, such as Marvel Atlas II, show it near the north end of Lake Turkana, in between South Sudan, Uganda, Kenya, and Ethiopia. Wakanda has been shown to exist in both of these locations and surrounded by fictional countries like Azania, Canaan, and Nairobi. Black Panther director Ryan Coogler has indicated that the Kingdom of Lesotho served as inspiration for his portrayal of the fictional nation of Wakanda in the film Black Panther, which was released in 2018. Recent works by the author Ta-Nehisi Coates place the fictional nation of Wakanda in the vicinity of Lake Victoria, near the imaginary nations of Mohanda, Canaan, Azania, and Uganda. According to this interpretation, the majority of these nations are located in what, in actuality, constitutes the eastern half of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Within the boundaries of Wakanda lies the city of Bernanzana. Several people have the opinion that it is a smart city. In Bernanzana, people walk along streets that are loaded with commerce but do not allow cars, except for the occasional apparition of shuttles that look like buses. The entire thing is quite reminiscent of the lunar concept, which is a method for designing public spaces that were pioneered in the Netherlands in the 1970s. It is possible to observe maglev trains whizzing above and all around the city. Some of the highest Wakandan buildings use traditional African design elements, such as thatched roofs and hanging gardens. These components may be found on some of the towers. History. Mystic creatures known as originators were banished from the area before the establishment of the Wakandan nation by humans and the Orisha, the pantheon of Wakanda consisting of Thoth, Ta, Mujaji, Koku, and Bast, the Panther goddess. This occurred before the Wakandan nation came into existence. In the distant past, the African nation of Wakanda was struck by a gigantic meteorite containing the element vibranium. Minwengai is the name given to the meteorite. It was discovered a few years before the events that are taking place in the present day. T'Challa, the Black Panther who came before Shuri, and whose brother Shuri is the current Black Panther, is the son of T'Chaka, the Black Panther who came before him, and thus a descendant of Alamo Bashing. T'Challa is also Shuri's brother. 15. T'Chaka keeps his kingdom hidden from the rest of the world because he is aware that other people will want to exert their influence and control over Wakanda to obtain this rare and valuable resource. Wakanda becomes one of the most technologically advanced nations on the planet as a direct result of his decision to covertly send the country's most talented students to pursue higher education elsewhere, while also secretly selling off trace amounts of the priceless element vibranium. However, eventually the adventurer Ulysses Clawy makes his way to Wakanda, where he conceals his work on a vibranium-powered, sound-based weapon. When Clawy is discovered, he kills T'Chaka, only to have the sound blaster that he used to kill T'Chaka turned on him by a distraught juvenile T'Challa. The right hand of Clawy is taken out of action, and he and his troops run away. Because of the potentially hazardous mutagenic characteristics of the vibranium mound, the population of Wakanda has an abnormally high rate of mutation. A sizable portion of these Wakandan mutates is employed by Eric Kilminger's organization. Radiation from vibranium has contaminated a significant portion of Wakanda's plant and animal life, including the heart-shaped herb that is consumed by members of the Black Panther tribe, although T'Challa once allowed a dying Spider-Man to consume it in the hope that it would assist him in coping with a mysterious illness, and the flesh of the white gorilla that is consumed by members of the white gorilla tribe. In the plot of the 2008 episode Secret Invasion, Skrull soldiers invade Wakanda, led by Commander Kyover, and engage in combat with Black Panther and his army. Both sides are reduced to using swords and spears as their primary weapons because there is significant opposition to the implementation of technological advancements. The Wakandan forces voluntarily don panther masks. This makes it more difficult for the Skrulls to target their leader with their attacks. Despite suffering casualties, the Wakandans prevail over the Skrulls. They are successful in killing everyone, including Kyover, and then they send their ship back with the bodies piled inside. Written on the wall of the control center of the ship is a cautionary note stating that an invasion of Wakanda is not permitted. Under the influence of the cosmic power of the Phoenix Force, Namor launches an assault on Wakanda for harboring the Avengers and causes a large portion of the country to be obliterated by a tsunami. According to what Black Panther has revealed, all mutants, particularly mutants who were allying themselves with Phoenix's controlled mutants, are prohibited from entering Wakanda after the invasion. Students from the Jean Grey Academy are ambushed by members of the Wakandan people, and only with Storm's assistance are they able to escape with their lives. Wakanda is in danger of being taken over by a rise of the terrorist group across the universe, with its king T'Challa getting captured and forced to surrender, until all heroes and some villains who rebel against Hydra finally find a way to get both Kobik and the real Steve Rogers back, whittling down Hydra's power in the process. As soon as Hydra's kingdom was destroyed, Wakanda stretched its legacy to build an interstellar empire on planet Bast. At the same time, they lifted the restriction on mutants in their country, which meant that Storm could now travel to Wakanda at any moment to provide a hand. After a mission that investigated the origin of Minlangai, the meteorite that brought the vibranium to Wakanda, an empire that now encompasses 5 galaxies emerges as a result of the mission's findings. Wakandan religion. The Orisha is the name given to Wakanda's version of a pantheon, and the country of Wakanda is home to several religious traditions that derive from different parts of Africa. The Yoruba word Orisha can refer to either a spirit or a divinity. The Heliopolitan deities Bast, the panther goddess, Thoth, god of the moon and wisdom, and Ta, the shaper, all left ancient Egypt during the reign of the pharaohs. Bast is known as the panther goddess. Benin is home to the Orisha known as Koku, a warrior deity. A rain goddess known as Mujaji presides over the Lobdu people in South Africa. Various deities, like Sekhmet and Sobek, as well as other Helipolitan deities, and the gorilla gods Gekir and Nji, which are venerated by the Jabari tribe, are revered in Wakanda. Hadari Yao means walker of clouds in ancient Alchemite, and she is a goddess who maintains the equilibrium of natural things. Ororo Monroe, often known as Storm, is a mutant who was formerly the queen of Wakanda. Her previous husband, T'Challa, divorced her. Other lesser-known gods of Wakanda, including as Kliluna and Magba, are thought to be Bast's foes. Kliluna is Bast's sister and is seen as a traitor. In the Marvel Comics, Wakanda is depicted as being the most powerful military nation on Marvel Earth. The Wakandan Army is the primary land-based force in the kingdom, while the Wakandan Navy is in charge of the government's naval activities. This is end of this video. Do you feel it helpful? Make sure to give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos.